So Sony has responded. Sony has released their business segment and Fireside chat presentations for this year. Both CEOs of Sony, Hideaki Nishino, CEO and President of Sony Interactive Entertainment, and CEO of Sony Studio Business Group, Hermen Hulst, talk about how PlayStation is doing and their plans going forward, and this includes their plans with cloud gaming. Let's get into it. Now, I cannot show these videos because the terms and conditions for these videos does not allow me republishing the video. So I'm going to put links to both of these videos in the description. But I'm going to cover the most interesting parts about what they plan to do with cloud gaming going forward. So the good tidbits about the cloud happen on their Fireside video chat. Nishino talks about their plan for cloud gaming directly when asked this question from the host. With cloud gaming as a viable option than ever before, do we need a next-generation console? Is Sony Interactive Entertainment developing one? Now he responds, that's a great question. We've been cloud gaming for over the last 11 years. We have deployed cloud gaming services that supports the PS3, PS4, and PS5 generations. And we've been really proud with the quality we've been delivering. Cloud streaming to the PS Plus Premium and the cloud streaming on the PlayStation Portal are one such ways we are doing this. However, the business model for cloud gaming must be sustainable for the longer term growth. Cloud streaming is progressing well from a technical standpoint, as we have demonstrated with these offerings, but end-to-end network stability is not in our control, and the higher cost per playtime compared to the traditional console model remains a challenge. Cloud gaming is increasingly providing an additional option for players to access content, but our belief is that the majority of players continue to want to experience gaming through local execution without dependency on network conditions. And PS5 and PS5 Pro have validated this thesis, I believe. End quote. So Sony's strategy isn't everything being a PlayStation as Xbox has going forward. They are still putting local hardware first, with backing the PlayStation as their main model for sustainable growth. But as you go on in the video, everyone sitting in the video does confirm that they are looking for other aspects to get content in other ways. Now, what this all really means is that Sony cannot compete with the other cloud giants to satisfy the needs of playing their content on other devices outside of the PlayStation ecosystem. Nishino says it himself. Cloud gaming must be sustainable for the longer term growth, but end-to-end network stability is not in our control, and the higher cost per playtime compared to the traditional console model remains a challenge. All this really means is that they cannot afford to keep up with the likes of Microsoft or Amazon. These two companies have the leading cloud infrastructures on the planet. And even now, Sony is using Microsoft Azure to accomplish their cloud gaming goals. That's gotta be a hard pill to swallow. But at the same time, this move by Sony is a very smart one on the business side. They are playing on their strengths as the current dominant console, and they are planning to continue doing that. Even though the cloud gaming industry is growing rapidly, it is still the minority when it comes to AAA gaming. Sony has the majority of the market and wants to continue dominating it. This also does not mean that Sony is getting rid of cloud gaming altogether. It just means that they are not focusing on it as their main avenue of gaming, as you see here. So if you cloud game with Sony products, it's gonna be in their ecosystem on a PlayStation product. Plain and simple. The console wars are dead. The new war is going to be physical versus streaming. We'll see how Sony fares from this in a couple of years. But in terms of next-gen hardware for the PS6, they are also reportedly continuing their partnership with AMD and going with the same architecture Microsoft is with their new Xbox, as I explained here. They are going with the AMD UDNA architecture, combining data center and consumer GPU flexibility into one. It looks like they are farther ahead of their development than Xbox. And again, having everything compatible just makes sense, especially for the game developers. Plus, if Sony ever decides to expand more into cloud gaming in the future, they'll be ready. Let me know what you guys think about all this in the comments below. Is this a good call from Sony? I guess we'll find out in a couple of years. So if you like this update on Sony and their future in cloud gaming, give us a like. Also, make sure to join as a member of the channel or join our Patreon and our Discord in the links below. And above all else, make sure to subscribe to keep it locked right here at the only place we can do battle in gaming heaven, Cloud Gaming Battle.